Hello guys, this is JustHitSquare, and today I'm actually going to let you know about why I haven't been doing a division, what the whole aspect of the division looks for me as far as the forecast of what I'm going to be doing on the division, and what I've been doing in the meantime. As you can see and tell, I did give you your weekly vendor resets for the for the Dark Zone and for your open world, two separate videos like I'm always going to be doing. Now, I did give you those last Friday, and I'm going to be giving you them again this week. Now, the reason why I haven't been doing anything is because I've been focusing on Horizon Zero Dawn, trying to get some good content out for my viewers for for the people that does like it. Now, granted, it is a little slow, a lot slower than what I do have with the division as far as how many views or people that actually watch me. It's a consistency that you need to continue. So I do want to continue doing it because um, I see that, it is a requested video game as far as, people want to see more about it. It's fairly new. So that is one of the reasons why I haven't been doing any division. Another reason is because, quite frankly, guys, I'm not enjoying 1.6. I have had about 7 to 8 hours gameplay of 1.6, looked around at my talents, looked around at my skills, and I feel like this was not one of the best updates they could have possibly came through with. Um, they have utterly screwed my skill build up. Okay, he doesn't cause. Okay, let's just explain something. The way they explained is that you may not have as much skill power, but it scales like as far as damage. You may have less or skill power than you used to have, but it's going to equal out to the same damage, if that makes much sense. It's how they scaled the skill power in the game. Um, you can see that, maybe your Seeker or whatever you was using before doesn't make as much damage or it doesn't give as much heal, but how they rebalanced everything, it's supposed to work out to be even if it is lower, because that's how they balanced everything. Now, there is other things that I do not like. For one, um, I do not like that. Honestly, the rogue aspect is still one of the biggest things that's going on now. So it has been cut down some. I'm not gonna lie, it has been cut down some in the DZ. I've went in there and actually played around with it for an hour or two, just to see, zone 7, 8, 9. I really do like the zones. I really like what they've done with them, their depth in them and everything. So, kudos to them guys for working that out. That's really good. Even though I do not do the dark zone a whole lot, I do feel like, they've done a good job with that. Uh, Now, as far as the last stand, I have played one match. I feel like this is good, but I honestly feel like if they had brought in a death match, that would have been a lot better just because, you know, it's not object based, it's straight out just killing, and I feel like that's why there's so many rogues is because they're not looking for a object based kind of PvP. They're looking for a up kick your ass and kick your teeth down your throat PvP kind of style, and that would be deathmatch. I don't know why they couldn't have implemented that. That would have been great, and you could have gave us Last Stand also. As far as do I like the Last Stand, I love object-based alternatives and things to do. Yes, I like it pretty decent. Even though I don't like PvP, I like the aspect of that. Um, Now, as far as your nerfs and things, if you go across my 1.6 patch video, you'll see that I did go across majorly 98% of everything that was going to happen and did happen. And I mean, I haven't really paid attention to too many guns and stuff now, but I will be doing more on that. Now, the division as far as my coverage on it has slowed down and will continue to slow down for a little bit. Um, Now, the reason being is because I'm covering Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm actually going to be getting Ghost Recon and Lego Worlds, so I'll have 4 games right there. That's including the division that I'll actually be covering all at the same time. So I'll be trying to do that. Now, the thing about the division is I do enjoy the division. It's just the fact that I really feel like they've messed more than they've actually made better on this game now. I don't really think that this was what they needed to do. They have made the time to kill a lot harder, or well, not a lot harder, but I feel like they've made it to be actually a lot longer than it was. And, people might be like, well, that's good because then it takes longer to kill somebody. Now, what about all those people that want to actually play another game or want to be able to get to a different part in the game and whatever? The rewards is not worth it. They're just not. They're not there. Even with the new legendary in new legendary mode, it's honestly, I played that and I didn't have time to finish it, but I feel like the rewards is not like I didn't finish it, but I know of people that has, and I I feel like I don't really feel like as far as much how much time you put into it, it's not even worth it. The rewards are not even worth it. I really don't. I mean, people may disagree with me, but I just whatever. I really don't feel like it's worth it. Now it's the biggest challenge you're ever going to have from the division so far, but it's just not for me. I don't want to sit somewhere for an hour or 2 hours trying to get a mission done and then not get a whole lot for doing it. I could already ran a boss run 2 or 3 or 4 times before I could get done with that. And yes, granted, I may not get a guaranteed exotic and as much Phoenix credits or whatever, but I think I would feel like I would get more loot and breaking that down to get more parts and money and all these things than I could with running a legendary. Now there's some people that loves doing it. Now I haven't actually done the new incursion either. I've heard that it is longer than the other ones that we've had before. Now they have beefed up the rewards and stuff like that. Now I'd say that'd be worth it. Now, um, you're probably sitting there and thinking, well, you're just doing nothing but giving it bad reviews. But I told you in another video that I did feel like 1.6 would not be enough to make the normal player last more than a month in the division. They did not raise their gear score. We have nothing to go after. What if all those people that has top-notch gear and all of the exotics or most of the exotics named items, excuse me, what if all of those people has all those? What do they honestly got to look forward to in this game? What do they have to look forward to? They're just going to remap their build is what they're going to do to make it useful again. And every update we have to make our builds useful again. It's just like we're having to start all over again. So guys, one of my biggest advice I could give you is don't get used to a build. Don't get used to a certain gun or anything. Because lo and behold, I can guarantee you that it's not going to be the same pretty much. There's about a 90% chance that whatever you run and do, if it's well known across the community, that it's not going to be useful when they come in with a patch. And like I've said before, the reason why we get these nerfs and buffs is because of PvP. Why would you just leave PvE aspect out of this? You don't need to nerf everything that you do across the board This is where other developers has messed up, and this is where you're messing up. Now, um, now, as far as when will I play the division and actually put new content up? Well, I'm going to be actually going through and showing some more builds. There's some that I actually have not shown you. And now since we've got the new update, I will show you the new builds, you know, what they're doing and stuff like that, like Reclaimer, what I've got for it, um, and things like that. And I'll also be showing some other gameplay of stuff. I'll be going into the DZ789, showing you that and things like that. Now, uh, I just feel like right now the division is very, very stale. It don't matter if an update comes through. I just honestly feel like there's still not much to do in this game. I don't really have anything to go after anymore. But for all those people that really do love the division, you know, go for it. You know, do your thing. Reset your character for the 20th time. I mean, if this is what you love doing, if this is what you want, I know that they say change is always welcome, but when you change all the time, you know, it kind of gets stale. It really does. But other than that, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I will be trying to get you some division videos, more of them starting next week because, like I said, Ghost Recon falls tomorrow. So does Lego Worlds. And, you know, one or both may not be appealing to you, but, you know, that's what I do is I try to get video games that appeal to everybody. I just don't want one group. So, but anyways, guys, this has been Just Hit Square. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll talk to you later, guys. Have a good one.